welcome to one and all. I am Dr. Nidhi Gupta from Department of Professional Accounting and Finance. Today, I am delighted to share a topic on consumer behavior. Consumer behavior is a psychology behind every marketeer, or in short, we can say it's a why behind every purchase. Marketeers work day and night to solve this complex equation. Now, I'm giving you a situation where just imagine a city which is going to stay for only 45 days. And in this 45 days, there will be around 400 to 450 million customers visiting. What would be the struggling point for marketeers? Of course, none of the traditional marketing strategy is truly going to work out. There need some strategic way out how to filter those customers and how to offer one of the best solution. Here I am going to talk about none other than experiential marketing. When consumer behavior was the why, then experiential marketing is the how to solve those complex equation. I am talking about none other than the event which we call it as Maha Kumbh Mela, which occurs every 12 years at the bank of Holy River Ganga. So we are going to learn the connection between consumer behavior and experiential marketing in this holy season. At Kumbh Mela, it is not only a Sangam confluence, it's about not only about the holy river, it's about the marketeer, how the brands are confluencing the diverse strategies, options giving to the customers. We are going to explore not only the international brand but the local and the national brand strategies as well. So let me give you a small show of fact who visited during this phase was 400 and 450 million customers. There were around 300 plus major corporate brands consisting of local, SME and international. Talking about the industry, yes, it was a confluence of FMCG, your banking and finance, telecom and automobile. All were there in one line. So let's understand where the brand gimmicks as experiential marketing. So let's go and explore beyond the holy dip. We are going to start with first HUL brands strategy for the brand Lifebuoy. So Lifebuoy initiated hand wash sections at each and every places in the Kumbh Mela. They installed sensor-based hand wash station in the kharas and the food courts where pilgrimage after having food or before having food they were using these stations. Of course, this was a free of cost and advertising was add on to this. Apart from this, HUL also initiated on sensing on through laser technology where it was catering whole place with coming into vernacular language. It shows that Lifebuoy is presenting what is the change in that holy dip and the holy bathing. So this was in short was a mass coverage. Now this is something very interesting and a unique twist which they got first time where they had roti stamps on the bread. They were having a heat stamp which was showing the hygiene before eating. Have you washed your hand with Lifebuoy? So it was also giving a true experience to all the consumers, to all the visitors who were eating those rotis. Not only this, they have created this plate where they have embossed with the message which was again in the vernacular. It was talking about the hygiene message that please wash your hand before eating. We are going to see the other important part where technology also come. They were giving stamp whenever a customer was visiting any toilet. So that stamp was not only for the branding, but it has a leather soap inbuilt in that. So after washroom, they were washing their hand with that soap. So it was acting both. So these were few phenomenal actions which they have conducted there. Not only this, there we had a washo wheel cycle where a wheel brand of HUL has introduced a live experience because there were many customers. The sanitary was the big issues. So for solving this big issue, they had created a pedaling of cycle where you can put your clothes there. The more you cycle, that cycle will generate energy and your clothes will be washed instantly. There were many visitors who were passing by these passages and they were using these technology and they are getting their clothes clean. So we can see here it is quite visible. Now we'll understand what are the other initiative HUL took. To cleanliness, to promote the cleanliness and not littering, they have created with a net where they have attached the net with the boats, around 100 boats. Whenever a pilgrimage was going through, a visitor was going through for this Sangam Ved, they were using all these boats, and whatever bottles or whatever was the unused plastic things, that net was collecting during the uh, journey. And once they were coming back to the back of river, they were recollecting, they were storing all these things, and they again installed net, and then again the journey was starting. It was a really beautiful step. Now we are going to talk about, after a holy bath, the especially concerned with the women, the showing of the safety and the security. So they brought Hammam and Ogilvy combined together. So Ogilvy is your marketing organization who creates ad and all. So they have collaborated with Hammam and they have come up with this waterproof saris. So when they were taking a holy bath, your dress was actually not getting wet because it was waterproof. Coming to Wellspun India, this is, we all know, this is the brand for towels, bed sheets. So there also they had this vernacular concept, jaldi sukhe, jaldi sukha. It means it will quick dry your towel. You no need to, because the storing was, keeping the things was a big concern for everyone. Not only that, they created 20 changing rooms at every corner of this Kumbh Mela. 2M brand we all know. The brand also symbolized with the traditional offering, where they said it's not only about snacks, which is the snack is always promoting the baked feature. So they had created a Guinness Book of Record for this. They had the highest diya, which they have put the commitment towards hygiene, safety, and the healthy option. Now we are talking about another big brand, that is Fortune. We all know Fortune brand. So I'll just tell you a few of the initiative of this brand. So first they have created with Atas. The same like how Lifebuoy created, but here they have come up with little experiential twist. What the brand did, they have embraced Fortune brand on the roti making rolls as well as the roti board. Not only this, they have also created laddus with Fortune branding written on that. They were allowing all the visitors or the family member to come and help to make the food for their family members. So it was not only connecting with the brand, but it was serving the need of the visitors whoever were coming there. For the brand visibility, they also created very large illuminated installation of Fortune Soya Health Oil at the intersections between, where people can come and see the brand. They can make that place and they can ask any of the family member to show as a landmark. So engagement was creating, coming together, cooking together, was creating a lifelong experience and memory for the customers. Not only this, now we're talking about another giant called ITC. ITC Mangaldeep, they also created the technology aspect. Those who are not able to reach to the bank of the river, for them they have created this app by which they can do their own they can take their own holy dip wherever they are sitting. Not only this, these stations were also helping them to charge their mobile, helping at the hour what was the true need of those visitors. They have created a long scented path to create massive 22-foot fall in same sticks, which created a aroma nearby. People were looking, seeing the tower, and they were feeling that they are so connected. Now talking about international brand, Coca-Cola and all. Coca-Cola created Guinness World Record for building a largest cooler wall at Mahakumbh 2025. It was a visual satisfaction when customers were seeing. So why PepsiCo will be behind? PepsiCo also created Energy Tower, 30 feet tall illuminating bottle landmark become a wayfinding landmark. It's created 10 million plus footfall near to that place. Every day created another aspect where they solve the problem of police, whoever were nearby helping the visitors to reach. They created 13,000 LED lights, provided 5,000 siren torches to the police as well as changing rooms. Amazon created a wonderful feature. By the packaging of the packet, it can turn into a portable bed, which was again the need of those visitors. Talking about Dettol, Dettol also initiated the sanitaries stations where people can go and wash their hands. Apart from that, they created a street play where they were talking about how much it is important to hygiene, how a Dettol can play and help you to get rid of all germs. Not only this, Vim also played a very much important role. They were creating and they were giving that a big kadai, a big pan was used for the cooking of the visitors. They were using how a Vim can clean such a big utensils. So value addition for the customer. Now coming to Colgate Palmolive. As a part of this, the brand is offering million of visitor free sample of Colgate Vedsa toothpaste. The sampling activity is carried out right from the transit points at 21 highway, pit shops, 9 key railway junction and several stations. We can see here, not only created to help in that a season, they were giving a free sample after a food. It was a refreshing. Now talking about bingo, bringing the local flavor of Uttar Pradesh. So Bhokal Lok was nothing but you can go there, have a selfie, you can listen your podcast from in the local language. Brook Bond Red Label created one of its first kind of innovative tea vending machine. Whenever a customer seeing any waste and putting in the device was giving up a hot cup of tea with the brand of Red Label. Of course, this was again a nice experience for all the visitor and embracing brand in their mind and heart for long. So hyperlocal, ultra global. So we are talking about Amrit Water ATM and cooling zone. They have created such an environment where a pilgrimage with their family, kids, elder people, they wanted to have rest. Catering those needs, not only a water filter, but they created an area where mist was coming, a cool mist, as well as while they are resting, they can see a 3-minute VR film about the history of Kumbh. So these all small junctions, these small initiatives help all visitors to explore, to enjoy their journey during this 45 days. Now talking about telecom giant Jio, our national hero, they created a mini app security cameras to take care of the crowd. Anybody who are getting lost, for them also they created a live aarti sessions for the pilgrimage who are old age and cannot fight the crowd to reach the bank of the river Ganga. For them they had station, they were putting the VR and watching the aartis at live. Apart from this, security was one of the main issues where brand like Airtel and LIC come up with a band by which there was a QR code. At the entry only, they were taking your small details like your number and your name. So this wristband was there for 45 days. It will storing all the data. So the kids or elder people, if they get lost also, with that QR code, they will be easily reached to the family member because their data was also there. So this strategy helped all these telecommunication giants to create a data and how to help at movement. So we can see how Google helped because of the several maps there, because of the several storage, or you can see the staying corners there in the, if anybody wanted to reach their shelter tent, how to reach to those shelter tent. So they have a map created. By seeing the map, they could easily reach to the desired place. Amazing technology help for the visitors. Tata, because at the night also the same number of millions of people were there to help them, they created the solar panel with their ad. So LED walk where people were walking and reaching to the desired location. They were giving instant mobile charging facility as well. SBI also installed ATMs on the board for the instant help as well as puppet show during the travel to inculcate financial literacy coming into vernacular language. So Tata initiative about the iodized salt. So they were also bringing it in the vernacular language. They were talking about you start your food with one pinch of Tata salt. Not only this, Fevicol also created a customized t-shirt where your close one can put together just to give a branding and a humor appeal to the experience of customers. So Mahindra initiative was also one of the aspects because this place Mahakumbh was spread in the acres. It was really difficult for individual children or elderly people. So they were creating this free flight for those pilgrimages. Eye bites from the Godrej, where all the Babas, all the saints were talking about what is the importance of eye tests. So they were creating free eye tests and distributing glasses as well. So this is also considered as a CSR activity rather than pure selling. So these experiences help the Godrej brand to go for the next level. Now, Omnigel also created something which was need of that hour. People from morning to night struggling to do so many things. So they created Rahat Seva Kendra. It's a kind of tent where you can go for the massage, pain relief. So it was kept on the high traffic area of the ghats where people can sit. Now, another offering by Asian Paints, they also created 30 feet tall paint can where the branding was also there and created a where people can reach through the notation that yes, because it was a visible, it was so tall. Apart from this, PhonePe also created protection plan just 59 rupees. They created donations also. They make all this mailer option as a fully digital. Kumbh Mela as a business impact, if you want to just close up, direct sale jump, local vendor and FMCG brand like Coca-Cola, Parle and ITC saw a 3x to 5x jump in the regional sales market during this 45 days. Marketing share, rural reach increased a tremendous growth in tier 3 places. Low cost impression, because if we see for a TV ad or any other platform, it was costly. But this, with the very low cost, they capture each and every individual. So summary, I want to give you a glimpse here. Around visitors 400 to 450 million, brand investment around 3,500 to 5,000 crores, direct sales was 12,000 crores, average daily spent by pilgrims 250 to 1,500 variations. Employment generated during this period 6 lakhs plus temporary and permanent jobs. So we'll see the advantages on all those. So business advantage, low cost, high return. Social community engagement, more of general awareness, as well as CSR initiative, free Wi-Fi, utility-based marketing. So we will see how a different category has done here from your traditional or through electric rickshaw. So we can see how operation has changed from a traditional way to go to the electronic ways. Not only this, the impact was for the long term. So key tech used was in the telecom, BSI, they all were remarkable. People remember this, people will remember this for their lifetime. So the major takeaway for these learning, whatever we have seen so far, we understood this is the why, the psychology behind every marketing effort. As well as the major takeaway was it is experiential marketing. The strategy was first utility as a marketing. Utility means how you are solving immediate need of a customer where they can utilize your brand. Emotional connectivity, bringing the religious feeling, Asian Pan, Mangaldeeps, fortune, these all created that emotional connectivity. Talking about the nudge theory. Nudge theory talk about drive hygiene and social change without being preachy. So Vim, SBI and Lifebuoy, all these initiated with very emotional appeal and tried to reach to all the customers. So thank you all.